Hi friends, in this video we will be learning how to make your system work faster. First of all, we are laying more emphasis towards understanding what exactly causes your system to run slower than it should be. First, there would be too many temporary or obsolete files. As you know that temporary files will be storing data like logs or histories, temporary actions, temporary process files of installations or something like that. Moreover, they also may be used for storing not so much updated information or content. This would actually be speeding up your browsing experience. For example, in browsers, your web browsers, the data that is not updated during the sessions, those files will be actually cached in your browser. That means they will be retained in your browser for a particular time period, so that whenever you come to that page again, those files will be retrieved from your local browser. That reduces your browsing time. On the other hand, too many of these files waste your system's resources over really obsolete tasks. Okay, the second thing is that there would be cluttered registry and fragmentation in your registry. Now, what exactly is registry? Registry is a place where Windows and its programs save information about settings or locations or some other kind of small data. Now, how does it become cluttered? What is the reason for it being cluttered? Due to installation and with working of Windows and other programs, registry fills up. The information gets compiled up in the registry. During uninstallation or removal of programs, or even by running of programs, registry entry get deleted. Not all the registry entries are properly linked and are required. Moreover, there will be many registry entries that will be left orphaned or incorrect. This process would actually occur over time. To most extent, you will not be having any control over it. So it increases the workload of your system and even wastage of your computing power over incorrect or non-existing data. Moreover, it also causes fragmentation of registry. Due to addition and deletion of registry entries, empty spaces start to build up. Due to fragmentation, reading and locating needed registry entries become difficult. Reading process has to jump over empty spaces. That would result in slower and inefficient operation of your system. A very important issue in Windows operating system is that fragmentation of disk. As we talked in the registry section, the addition and deletion of files would actually be causing fragmentation of disk. Due to fragmentation of files, reading and locating needed files become difficult. Moreover, if the file is in two or more than two parts, then the reading process has to jump over empty spaces. That would cause a slower and inefficient operation of your system. One more thing is that low virtual memory. What is it? When your system's RAM runs out, there is a part of disk that acts as RAM. That would be called as page file.sys, also known as swap. Setting the size of virtual memory or swap too low makes your system work slow. Auto-run applications are those applications which start along with Windows startup. So the applications which are not needed by you at the startup, they should not be running along with Windows. The obsolete applications consume processing power during startup. Even after they start once and run in background, they continue to occupy RAM and waste processing power. That result in slower and inefficient operation of your system. Another thing to take into consideration is the visual effects. We all know that visual effects of the operating system, the themes and stuff like that, that adds to the taste of our browsing and it seems cool. But on the other hand, it consumes processing power of your system and would definitely occupy a lot of RAM. Again, it would be causing slow and inefficient operation of your system. So how to fix all these problems? Here we discussed about what problems are to be dealt. Now how to solve these problems? First of all, to fix the woes of registry and defragmentation, we are going to install a software called Registry Cleaner. This is a free software and you can install it free of cost from registrycleaner.com. Another program which we will be using to clean up the junk files or obsolete files is called Ccleaner. This is also a free software and can be downloaded from pyreform.com. Moreover, the program which we will be using to defragment the hard disk is Defraggler. Defraggler is also free of cost and it is very efficient program. Moreover, we have to take a check on autorun applications. The last thing we will do is removing the fancy effect of the operating system to make it much faster. Now let us start with it. After you install Registry Cleaner, Ccleaner and Defraggler, they would start appearing in your programs list like here. Here would be Registry Cleaner, then Ccleaner, and this would be Defraggler. So first of all, let us start up the Registry Cleaner from here. Yes. So let us just click on scan. This will be scanning the obsolete registry entries which are not linked with the proper files, and also the orphaned registry entries which are not required at all. Let it scan. It may take some time. In my system, it has tracked 375 problems. So let us click on start cleaning. Now that the Registry Cleaner has cleaned the obsolete entries from the registry, now to prevent the defragmentation of the registry, we click on registry defrag option and then start optimizing. I'll not be clicking here because it will require me to restart my system, which I would not be doing because we'll have to continue with this tutorial. Now let us close. So the second thing is Ccleaner. As we discussed earlier, this program will be used to clean up the junk files from our system. We open up Ccleaner and click on analyze. This may take a little bit of time too. So as we see that Ccleaner has found 560 MB of junk data that can be easily removed from our system to make it much more faster and efficient. Let us run. So now it is deleting the obsolete files. The cleaning is complete and that is it. Now let us close this program also. So the important thing comes here is that the Defraggler. We go to programs, Defraggler, and here we start it. It is very important to periodically defragment your. We click here on C, then we click on analyze. Now it will be showing how many files are fragmented and how many fragments are there in all. So we'll be just clicking on defrag. This process of defragmentation takes quite a lot of time. So for your purpose, you will just let it defrag your system. But for my tutorial purpose, I'll just stop it and would carry on with the remaining steps. Then is the removing of obsolete auto run applications. So for this we'll be going to start, then click here in search, and we'll be entering msconfig. So here is the Microsoft configuration, system configuration application. We click on startup, and here we can see all the applications that start with the Windows. Here we can uncheck each and every application that we do not need during the startup. So after making the changes, we will be clicking on apply, and then OK. Another important step here to accelerate our system is to remove fancy effects from our system. For that we'll be clicking on start, going to control panel, and after that we'll be clicking on system. Here we go, advanced system settings. Here we click on performance. In advanced tab we click on settings, then here we choose adjust for best performance. Default will be this one, but we will be choosing adjust for best performance. This will remove all the fancy effects which you see in your system. Click on apply. It will take a little bit of time. Press OK, and that is it. Another important step is to set the page file or the swap file. Here in the performance options we click on advanced, and then we click in virtual memory section, we click on change. From here we can choose custom size, and then we have to enter 1.5 times what our RAM is. So in both fields I can just enter this figure and press OK, and press set. Then I press OK, and then again OK, again OK, and now I'll be restarting my system, and this will take effect. Now you'll see that there is a considerable boost in your system. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you want any particular video tutorial from me, you just can leave your request in comments, and please make sure you click on like. Thanks a lot.